I'm Venus from Venus Heart's Desire by Venus. Forgot who I was. And I am working on my design team project for Line Dot Arrow. I've been doing a few videos here. Last time we did this little textured background. Actually, it would be that one that we worked on with the little dangle on there and the butterfly. So today, I'm going to show you how I created this little tag flip out here. I'm really excited about this one. I was just kind of playing with all the bits on my desk and came up with this, and I thought this was just perfect. So I'm going to show you how I did that. We're going to do that on the back page here. So I'm just going to start inking because I have to distress everything. That's kind of my thing. Usually I'll do this kind of work in the morning, and then I go to my job at the fabric store, and my fingers are stained. The girls make fun of me because I got paint or ink on my fingers for the rest of the day. I'm clean, but I'm not clean, I always say. So this is my obsession with distressing my paper. So I'm just going to go all the way around, and if you saw last time, I embossed the front here and I tore this corner a little bit, but I'm actually really digging it. So I'm just going to ink it up, make it a little more pronounced, and just add a little bit of a dry wash of ink onto this background. So this, again, for those of you who may not have saw my video last time, this is just basically an old piece of cardstock that I didn't really like anymore. I wasn't going to use it. I think it was like a baby print or something. So I just took a couple coats of my acrylic paint, brushed it all on. I was kind of messy about it just because I was trying to go for the colors and age look. It was just this color frame I wanted more. And so then I let it dry, and that's my base for these pages to go in my journal that I'm working on. So once I've distressed around, I have got some tags that I'm going to put on. So these ones here, this is from the Artie Mays tag fabrication. That is what I used for this one here when I did it. And they worked out really nice. It really melds with this kit, and I like the large size of these. So I'm going to do that with these ones. Now it's a little bit of green. I'm adding another color into this book. I think it's going to work. But anyways, I'm going to cut these 3 of these out, and then I will be back in a moment. Okay, so I've done cutting those out, and I am basically going to just use my vintage photo distressing ink, and I'm just going to distress the edges all the way around. Sorry about the quality. My kids say it sounds like I'm recording in a tin can. I'm in the process of trying to get a new camera with a better microphone. Because believe it or not, I'm probably one of the only people around who do not have an iPhone or an Android phone for recording. I'm doing it old-fashioned webcam here. I was luckily enough, I picked the brains of a few other YouTubers, and they gave me their recommendations for microphone cameras. But if you have a recommendation of one that you find works for your videos, please add it to the comments. I'd love to see what everybody else is running, but in between, I'm just kind of making do with this until I pick the one that I want. Give me better quality. And like I said, I'm just distressing the edges. On Tracy's tag thing, there's also a background papers that she has, and that's what I just printed out on the back side of these tags because they are going to flip around and open. I wanted to make sure I had something on both sides. I do like these tags too because they've got stitch lines on them, which I mean, I don't mind sewing and stitching, but sometimes, you know, it's nice to not have to do that part and have it already on there for you. So, and I think, yeah, these are the Artie Mays and Tracy Fox tag fabrication, their collaboration kit that they did. Okay, so I have got those inked up, and on this one here I just did a flip out with one tag, but this time, as you can see, I've cut 3. So what my thought was is I was going to do something kind of like this, a tri-fold flip out. I'll have to see how I can make this work here. It might be more like that. Anyways, but before I start, I'm going to turn these into full-fledged tags, so I am just going to use my hole punch. Punch them up, and I'm going to put the whole reinforcements on the top. So I have some. I get them the dollar store or online. It's hard because you got to find the ones that are papery so that I can color them myself. A lot of them are those plasticky ones which don't hold ink. I find it just rubs right off. So I had to do a little bit of searching, but I'm just going to put my reinforcement on both sides and line it up the best I can. I'm not the most accurate for this kind of thing. I'm going to do that on all these tags. Oops. And that one there. And the last one. Alright. And then I'm just going to put something, I don't know what to put in there. If I want some ribbon. I think the last time I put in some sari silk, and I think that was okay because there was only 2. But because I've got 3, I don't want that bigger knot. And I've got green, so I think I'm going to use some baker's twine this time around. So, and I don't want really big tails, so I'm just going to cut 3 pieces, but like that. And because it's really a bright green compared to my tags, I'm just going to take my distressing ink and just rub it on there, roll them around so I can get all the sides. It just kind of knocks down that white on the baker's twine there. Makes it a little dirtier. Just roll it around. I love this distressing ink to do just about anything I want. It will work for. There. And I'm just going to loop those through my tags. And I'm just going to leave it like that. Do all 3. And this one. Perfect. Alright, so move that out of my way. So again, I'm trying to figure out which way I think I want it so that, do I want to flip open completely? I think I want this one to flip this way, and then I think I want this one to flip this way. Okay, so if you had washi tape, this would be a perfect time to dig that out. I don't really have any washi tape. I kind of make my own. So that's what I'm going to do again here. I'm basically just looking for some scraps on my desk, and I have a bunch of strips of music stuff here. So I'm just gonna, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we'll try 4 first. So I'm just gonna take some strips, tear off the even edge there. And I'm going to just dress them up a little bit. I like using all the bits on my desk because then I don't have to clean my desk. If I use all my bits, then my desk will actually clean itself. I always tell my husband I'm going down to clean my desk, and about half an hour later or an hour later he'll come down and I'm making something, and he's like, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm cleaning my desk." I didn't say I was putting things away. I said I was cleaning my desk because I'm using all the bits making something, so I don't feel so like I'm actually cleaning. So I'm going to just run on the back of these some two-sided tape, and I'm using 1/2 inch two-sided tape on this as opposed to glue. I just think for this application it'll work better, and I'm just literally running it down the middle of the strips because I want the edges to be lift a little bit because I'm going to distress those up a bit. So I'm just going to two-sided tape here, burnish it down. Then I'm just going to take it and fold it in half, get a crease in there, because then what I'm going to do is I'm going to plan it. So I want it to go on here, on the front of this tag, and then it's going to go on the back of that tag. So I guess first I'm just going to position these ones, and I'm only just going to peel my tape back just halfway to that crease, kind of position it on my tag how I want it. I'm going to do 2. Again, I'm just going to peel the second one. Oh, I forgot to fold it in half first. Fold it in half, and then I'm just going to peel the tape off till it gets to that crease, and then position it on my tag right about there. And then I'm going to take the second one, because I don't think, yeah, and I'm just going to position it. I don't want it right at the bottom, kind of like that. Okay, so now I'm just going to take the rest of that tape, peel it off, and secure it to the back side of that tag. And then I'm going to do the same thing. So you see now this opens this way. And I'm going to do the same thing right here. So again, I'm just going to fold them in half, peel the tape off the crease there, but I'm going to open this one up so I don't. And I'm going to just position it. This one I'm going to space it a little bit bigger because the tags are a little bigger. The second tag is. Again, just peel this off. Position it. Okay. And then I'm just going to position this one here. Again, I don't want it right at the bottom. I'm liking the effect there of the layerness. I'm just going to peel off the tape off the back and stick this right in. So now my tag will open up this way. Oops. So once I have it mounted, it would open this way, or you can go like this. So now I just have to decide if I want to do one more of that so that it opens up completely this way, which I think I'm gonna go for it. So I'm just gonna get 2 more pieces. I don't like that one. There. Just going to get 2 more pieces and do the same thing. I'm just going to lightly distress the edges because I'm going to go back here and I'm going to layer on top of these tags, and I'm also going to distress them a little bit more, but this is just a little bit there. Do it on both sides. Okay, and again, I'm just running a 1/2 inch tape piece just down the middle. I'm going to do the same thing, crease it in half, peel off only half right up to the crease, and figure out where I want it. Oh, that was dumb of me. Because I wanted to open, I wanted to open up again. I can't do it the same way. I'm going to stick it, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to stick it onto the back of this tag. And I'm going to fold this piece right over back this way. Ooh, good thing I caught myself. So again, I'm going to peel it off. You're going to stick it to the back of the tag because I want to be able to open the tag all up. The other way, the tag wouldn't be sticking to the back, to the base here. So now I'm just going to peel that tape off so you can see my tag. The other ones came across the front to the back. This one's going from the back to the back because I want to be able to open up the third way. I'm just going to position how I want it, burnish it down. So hopefully this makes sense to you. So now I've got it right across the back here. Didn't do a very good job of straightening. Oh, I guess I did. It's straight. Okay, so now my tags will open this way. Open this way. So now I'm just going to decorate the fronts of these. But before I go any farther, I'm just going to take my bone folder and I'm just going to rough up the edges of what's not glued down. That's why we only glued in the middle of them. I'm just going to press them open, hit them with a little bit more of my distressing ink. And I'm going to do that on all the sides here. So that it looks a little rougher. Get all those edges covered with ink, and I'm going to do it that way. Alright, so now basically I'm just going to decorate and see what I have got. Now I'm thinking for back here, that might be, that's too big. Ooh, let's see what I've got in that kit. I might, Oh, that kind of looks good in there. Or trying to think of what else I've got. I did cut out, no, that's too big. You can put anything you want back here. Okay, I'll get to that part later. I can't think about that. Anyways, so now I'm just going to decorate up here. I'm just going to actually go rummage around and see what I can find that I've got, and I will be right back. Okay, so I rooted through my stash and decided what to do. So I've decided to put a pocket underneath this last tag here. This is an envelope from the kit that I am using. I just basically cut the front off. The kit's from Dot Line Arrow, and I decided to cut the front flap off because I kind of liked the way it worked with this. And I just stitched around, and I'm just going to distress it a little bit. And this way I'll have another pocket in the back here for even more tags. I'm just calling this my tag page. Tag page. That didn't sound right, but... So I'm just distressing it up, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to simply center it. I'm going to glue it, but not right up here because I want to be able to still get that flexibility going. And yeah, so I'm just going to actually two-side tape the three sides here. Nothing fancy on the inside because I thought the tags are really going to speak for themselves on the front. Oh, sorry, phone's ringing. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Yep. Just my neighbor phoning me. Anyways, so I've just taped that down, burnished it. So now I've got a pocket, which I'll put some more tags in as I'm going. But right now, I thought for the front here, I've got these cute little mushrooms. So I'm just going to distress them. Again, these mushrooms, those are from the same kit from... this is from Junk Love Journals. It's the Toadstool Fussy Cut page from Tracy Fox. I'm really only trying to use minimal stuff that's not in this kit from Line Dot Arrow, but a few embellishments I'm just adding because I have them lying around. I have a tendency to print them all out and then just leave them here for whatever I need. So again, I think I'm going to put a bit more of cheesecloth behind this. Just gonna do, yeah, and distress that up. Get that on there. Okay. And, oh, I'm liking that. So I'm just gonna run a bead of glue down the back of my tag here, straight down, because I think I want it to poke over the side a little bit, so I'm just gonna burnish this in here. Eek. Yeah, because I'm gonna have it just hang slightly over that tag, so that glue in the middle will do its job. And I think I'm just going to add a little, yeah, just a little piece of trim. I'm going to glue that one too because two-sided tape's definitely not going to work on this little thing. Just running a tiny bead of glue. Just layer that down. Again, this is just stuff that's been lying on my desk. I'm cleaning my desk. Good thing my kids don't clean their room like I say, clean my desk. And I think I just need one more little thing. I'm going to add this tiny little button on there. I think that'll be perfect. So I'm going to glue it on. Hold it in place. Oops. There. Yeah. That is perfect. And that's the outside one. So, because I want to flip this open, I am just going to attach, my clip is long enough. Nope, I need my clothespin. Just a sec, I'll get my clothespin. All the fancy dancy gadgets I've got, and I use the old-fashioned clothespin. Yeah, I'm just going to clip that here so it holds the button in place while I'm decorating the inside. So the inside, I want it to stay pretty flat because of the folding here. So I think I'm going to add, I've got some bits of paper here, and I think I'm just gonna, yeah, I've got a couple of scrap, it's hard to see them, they're just, they look kind of, okay, in the light they look white, but they're not really, because when I put them down here. So I'm just going to tear a piece. Maybe not. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I've got a piece of this lace trim that I dyed. Ah, excellent. That's what I'll do. I'll do a piece of that in here. Let me see, is that still going to fold? That'll still fold decently enough. And I have a piece of the factory cotton. I'm just going to tear off a piece of that. leave all the stringy bits. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to layer that on there, and see if I've got just a little thing to put on. Oh, I know what I'll do. Oh, use that little tiny mushroom. That'll be perfect in there. Cut that mushroom out. Do a quick cut. So hopefully everybody else is having a nice spring. BC here, we are just starting. My tulips are just starting to come up. My Haliboris is just starting to come up. Daffodils are poking their heads through. My snowdrops have been going for a couple of weeks, so it's kind of nice. It's still a little chilly. We've had like plus 12 or so a few days, but overall it's still a bit chilly here. But with the sun shining, it gives you hope that spring is definitely coming. Because I don't know about anybody else, but with COVID this year, this was it wasn't really a long winter, but it felt way longer. So, oh yeah, see, that'll be perfect in there. So I'm just going to glue these down. Yeah, so anyways, hopefully everybody's got spring coming to their place and perk us all up. I know I can hear all the neighbors outside now doing all their yard work and chopping trees down and things like that. I'm not, because I'm not supposed to be out there doing that, unattended apparently. But my husband's on shutdown right now, so he's working a lot of hours. And once it's done, then it's all fair game. I've got my honey-do list out in the yard, and then we'll be getting our spring yard work all done. Perfect. And yeah, now I'm just going to glue that mushroom right on there. It's still thin enough that I think I'm still going to be excellent. Get the excess glue off. Ah, that looks perfect. Now I'm just going to do the last one, and I'm not really sure what to do on this last part. I'm kind of wondering if I should just leave it a little bit blank there for some writing or something to go in there. Or, oh, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to place a photo card there. And that way you've got something flat in there. That's what I'm going to do. Just something a little bit different. So I'm just going to two-side tape down. I like to do a combination of junk journals, photo albums, because I think, you know, it encourages people to put their pictures and their memorabilia and notes and things all in one spot. But I like to add a picture or two in there. It just kind of adds a little bit to it. So this is perfect. I'm just going to place a 3x4 photo mat in there. Okay, so now when this folds up like, oh yes, I forgot what I was doing. So now I've just got these two here. And again, I think I'm going to just add a little bit of something on the bottom here. Leave this tag pretty blank, I think. I'm just going to add a little strip of the music here, little bit there. Yeah, I think that's it. Nothing too fancy on this side, because this side really gets folded up quite a bit. So get that in there, curly side up. Just gonna run my distressing ink on it, and then I'm just gonna glue that on there. Get my glue string off. That's perfect. Let's see now if I can take that off. So still, it's a little chunky, but I like it. I'm quite happy. So there's your tri-fold. I might end up putting something else here, but for the most part, I think this is exactly what I was hoping for. Anyways, thanks for tuning in again. Please hit that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit my notification bell so that you will be up to date on everything I'm doing. And hopefully I will see you again soon. Thanks.